having fun while having some serious education. You all have been working very hard, and thanks to the wonderful mentors. So we're going to have our science and society. I hope you have worked hard. We're going to take some of these scripts and probably evolve them into maybe off-Broadway or off-Broadway shows too. So this is your chance to get picked, and slowly we can evolve into science and society, how science is relevant, and it's a wonderful way to express yourselves. And I would like the parents, also the teachers and mentors to get involved in this as well. So we'll probably always had wonderful student presentations, and hopefully we'll see some more today. Thank you very much.
Then the electron does one of two things. They live happily as a positive and optimistic form, or they live in the world of negativity and pessimism, another form. Now the freshly formed nucleus, well aware of this fate, in one day met an electron. Now this electron, when they embraced, made the nucleus positive and optimistic, and together they formed an atom, and the rest is history.
Okay, your question is, name the principal sex hormones that are also steroid hormones.
Okay, in females, the hormones are estrogen, estradiol, and progesterone. And in males, they are testosterone and androgen.
Correct! The tiebreaker question is, why is it that divorce peaks after 4 years? And the first hand up is Elsa.
Because after the first 4 years, the body builds up the tolerance to the love chemicals. Thus, endorphins and morphins cause attraction, and if the conditions are unfavorable, the love cools down, and many couples break up. That's why.
That is sadly true. And for the last time, you are right again, and we have our winner, Elsa.
Hi, I'm Diana Scott. And on today's forecast, it might be a slight chance of rain heading this way.
No, not going to rain.
It is going to rain. The weather says so.
I don't believe that I'm going to check.
Okay, but it's going to rain.
So today I'm going to try to change the weather and make it sunny. No, it's going to be sunny. We're in the middle of August. Why would you want it to snow? No, it's not going to snow. What is this cow doing here? Why is it here? No, move the cow. You know what? I'm just going to leave the cow here. I'm going to try to change the molecular structure so it does not rain. Why would you do that? Why would you do that? Why would you put magnesium oxide in this? Why? Why?
Oh no, it's raining fireballs.
Name a mammal that lays eggs.
No. Oh, you have to raise it? A chicken?
No, wrong answer.
Human!
Platypus. Platypus.
Alright, so Team Ross has a point and Team Sat is at 0.
Yeah, baby!
What is the difference between a plant cell and an animal cell?
Okay, I saw Chanel's hand. Come on, Chanel. Do you know it? Do you know it? Do you know it?
And the chloroplast.
Correct.
Alright, so we're at a tie, everyone.
In an animal cell or a plant cell?
Wait, in an animal cell or plant cell, Chanel?
Wait,
What's the difference between an animal cell and a plant cell?
Chloroplast has it's an animal cell.
No! No! Team Ross wins! Team Ross wins!
I never seen money like that.
Thank you very much. We're all going on a holiday now.
The next element is commonly found in foods, which is salt.
Sodium.
Okay. The next clue is
that it can be found in all swimming pools, and they kill bacteria.
And it's also found in a common cleaning agent used at home.
There was once this guy named Andrew, a lost, long scientist. Couldn't never find a way to do research in his lab. Therefore, he was... They kicked him out, basically. He begs around all the time for money. No one decides to give him, like the people in front of him. He begs and begs every day, not knowing that a couple of scientists will come and help him.
I lost my kids.
These scientists are helping him because they know that the only way for success is to help one another. And therefore the slogan of Harlem Student Society is, the purpose of souls is to assist each other.
Jake, it's going to be okay. It's just a checkup and no one's going to hurt you.
Mom, Dad, and Jake go into the office. Jake goes in and sees all the toys and begins to get scared because of all the colors he sees are too much for him. Then Dr. Nia walks in and gestures for everyone to come in. During the checkup, Jake is very sensitive to pain, yet oblivious to any pain. Gets scared through any touch or loud noise. He constantly gets up and flails his arms.
Why is Jake's autism getting worse?
Well, I have a question. What have you been feeding him recently?
I let him have strawberry milk and provolone, grilled cheeses, and the occasional ice cream cone. That's all he eats these days.
Well, I've been doing some work with my colleagues, and we figured that milk will cause worse autistic reactions. So I want you guys to take him off milk, because I feel like he might be having a heroin-like effect in his brain.
Sure, but he's allergic to milk.
He doesn't have to be. Just because he's autistic, he's not able to break it down, and therefore the milk becomes harmless.
Scene 1. Ionic bond. Sodium and chlorine walks into a school dance. As both of their friends went to the dance floor, sodium and chlorine was left alone.
Oh darn, everyone else there are forming bonds but me, and I have too many electrons.
Chlorine comes and sits next to sodium and orders a drink.
Waiter, I have 1 electron, please.
Waiter makes a drink in front of sodium and chlorine as they talk.
Are you in need of an electron?
Unfortunately, yes. I'm sodium, by the way.
Hi, I'm Korean. Nice to meet you. I'm a love metal.
Wow, that's different. Where I'm from, everyone's metals.
Well, you live all the way across town.
If you would like, I can give you 1 of my electrons.
Friends, that would be great. Hey. Would you like to dance?
Thanks.
Yeah, sure. Let's dance.
Sodium and chlorine hold hands as they both walk up to the dance floor, forming an ionic bond. Because in ionic bonds, opposites attract. Scene 2.
Neon and argon points and laughs hysterically at oxygen. Ha ha ha, you don't have enough valence electrons in your face.
Leave me alone.
In walks 2 hydrogens.
Hey, leave him alone. You guys don't have enough valence electron either, so if I were you, go back home.
You noble gases think you're all high and mighty just because you have enough valence electrons.
Come on, oxygen, let's go. We can share the electrons and then we'll all have enough valence electrons.
Thanks, everyone.
Whatever. We don't need pity, and we still have enough valence electron on my other.
Yeah, well, too bad. You don't have any friends to share it with.
Let's go to my house. My mom made some delicious proton cookies.
Hydrogen holds hands and walks away. As they walk away, they form a covalent bond. Argon and neon stomp their feet furiously.
The end.
The name of our poem is called Phases. Behold, the phases of matter. They will never shatter. They go from one phase to the next. It is so amazing that it will have you dazing. Behold, the solid ice. Its intermolecular forces are so strong. That's why it looks so nice. The particles are so close together, like a strong relationship in bad weather.
These particles begin to loosen once put in sunlight. The intermolecular forces begin to weaken. They weaken like Superman with kryptonite. Once these particles are loosened enough, we have water. Behold the liquid water, or should I say H2O? Observe how these particles flow through one another. The particles flow as if they were dancing. They flow so beautifully with the music of nature singing, oh. They can take any shape given, from a circle to a rectangle, and from a square to a triangle. There's no shape they cannot form.
Once more, heat is added. Their union begins to gradually fall apart, like a person with a broken heart. After falling apart, they turn into gas. In this phase, they are totally separated, moving in constant random motion. As they move together, they collide and bump into each other, like the people in Times Square with no emotion. They move so swiftly, as if the sky was misty, floating all around. They never touch the ground. So be amazed with your phases as we go through the phases. Solid, liquid, gas.
So, for example, let's say two people were running and one began to suffer lung failure. His jogging partner can call 911 and get an ambulance. Say so.
911, we need help. My friend's suffering from lung failure.
But, in the meanwhile, he can administer an injection of bubbles, micro bubbles.
The bubbles would usually remain sealed and unpopped until a high frequency sound wave is used. Let's have a demonstration. Micro bubbles. Alright. I need them to travel to the alleles. So that makes oxygen can be brought to them. Travel to the allele played by Jane. Administering a high frequency. The medicine, which in this case was oxygen, can then go through the capillaries and to the allele, making our dear runner feel better.
The poem is called Stay Steadfast. All work's foolishness, nothing but drain drama, spinning the child's head into spinning cycle. It'll never stop its global rotation, turning your life into non-stop mutation, fighting through all criticism, humiliation, mortification. Don't forget the discriminations that puts on too much frustration, transporting the mind to deep confusion. Stay steadfast for all this transformation. Generation remains generation. It'll pass you like evaporation. Pull our examination into consideration for your education and hope to see your graduation.